And we're going to see if the microphone works. And it does. Thank God for that. I was really worried. I thought, what's going on? The microphone is not working. But finally, uh, we've got it going. Now, the reason that this is live is this is a brand new computer. No, I actually, someone already jumped on me because I inadvertently went live. I was just testing. And someone said, that's a quick video. And it was. It was only 14 seconds until I realized, oh, God, I'm live. And anyway, so we're live now. And I got a big shout out first up to my old buddy Trev, who is laid low at this stage. Actually, that's probably him on the phone. I'll just check. New video update going up soon tonight. That's Trev's Trev's channel. I'll let you know a bit more about that. Hang on, I'll just let him know. Trev, I've just gone live right now on my channel, so if you want to have a look, you can see how this thing is. Hopefully, let me know if it's working right. Thanks. So anyway, there you go. No, I'll stop that because it's voice to text, and if you don't stop it, you can swear and it gets sent. It's bad. Oh, so look, how you going? Oh, Nick, nice work. Thank you, Brian. Brian is there. Now listen, Brian is my brother-in-law. For all of you who don't know, Brian is one of my very favorite people. And we were, your sister and I, in Albury today, getting this computer. And we walked past a certain store, and I'm not going to tell you too much. We've already got your Christmas present. Okay, from Marilyn, your sister. She's got you a fantastic Christmas present. I laughed. I said, yeah, he is going to, when he sees this, he's going to be on the floor. It's going to be great. You'll love it. So there you go. Hang on. The F1 Italian Grand Prix is live. Yeah, okay, good. I'm getting all this stuff because I've got no ad block on this and all the commercials are coming in. And it's pretty bad. And Nick says, it's working. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that. I've got this furry thing. This is my Video Mic Pro. I know it doesn't look like it. It's got a dead cat on it. The other one won't work. I got no idea why. This microphone here, I can't even get. I'll pull it down. Hang on. There it is. It's a Rode NTG1. It's a shotgun there. And that one doesn't work because it needs a preamp and all kinds of stuff. And it just won't work at the moment, which is a pain in the bottom. But anyway, not to worry. We've got this one. This one I got years ago. And we were using it when Trevor and Lefty and I were doing East Side, West Side Time to Kill, and all the audio was done with this microphone. It sits on the top of the camera. And we did a little web series, but that was it's 5 years since we did that. COVID came in and absolutely destroyed it. So we sort of moved on from that. I wave at you, Marilyn. Wave at your brother. He is watching right now. That's as close as she's going to get.
Oh no.
Oh, we've got everybody's watching. Now, Jap up, rugged up, cold out here tonight. Where are you? Oh. And Trevor Dawson, hey, Frank, now I'm here. Great to see you there. Well, thank you, Trevor. And Brian's going to enjoy this too because I know Brian likes a drink and I've got one. I got one right here. What night is it? Friday night. Yeah, well, that's all right then. Yeah, that's good. Oh, and Jap Ups in Melbourne. Fantastic. We used to live there. We were probably I'm going to divulge probably too much information, but I was doing radio in Melbourne on 3DB and 3UZ and Bay FM too down in Geelong. A fair while ago now. It's got to be what? The 90s. We were there. It was great. We enjoyed it a lot. It was terrific, especially at 3DB was good, but it was in the basement where 3UZ was on the 8th floor, and you looked out over southern Melbourne, the CBD. It was fantastic. I watched the Rialto being built. It was terrific. Let's have a look. What are we, Brian? Hey, Frank. Yeah, right. It's working. Yes. Trevor. Now, River Danube, what night is it? And you haven't even started drinking. I have started drinking. There it is, right there. It's box wine. It's Friday night. I don't know where you are, River, but there you go. Now, Brian says just Corona right now. Oh, geez, Brian, what are you doing? No, that's good. I mean, it's nice to see that you're tapering off a bit, because we can. And Trevor Dawson, oh my God, Trevor is drinking Tawny Port. Now, there's a funny story about that. I'll tell you while I think of it, because I'll get distracted. We were at the checkout in Aldi. Funny about that, but we did go to Coles and Woolies, but we were at the checkout at Aldi a few weeks ago, and there's this guy, and he's got like 4 bottles of Tawny Port. Now, the Aldi Tawny Port's about $5 a bottle. He's got 4 of these, surely $20. And I said, that's about enough for a week. He said, nah, it's a weekend. Strike. An old cocky type, like an old farmer. He's had all these crazy. And you think, oh, I'm sort of like worried about having a bit too much of this, and he's Tawny Porting it. Good on you, Trev. I hope it helps with the flu-y symptoms. That'll clean out your bronchicles, and it'll help you a lot. So, but don't have too much, because it'll gastric reflux on you. A couple of glasses, you'll be fine. Now, Charles Spadowski. Is that a Polish name? Loving your videos, Frank. Keep them coming. Okay, I will. As a matter of fact, this was the big thing, because the reason I've got this computer today is the big one blew up. I had a freestanding tower computer just down here. And what happened was I've been pushing the limits with it since I first got it. And it had been going slow. And I've been defragging it and cleaning it out. And I did the wrong thing with this, because what we do is we go to the supermarket, and I'll hook this on the back of the trolley like that. And it just, no one even notices, because I've blanked off the red light, and that doesn't work because you can turn the front screen off. So it looks like that. And the back screen's working, but so people don't even care. And you just walk through. But I set this because of the flickering effect that we were getting in the supermarket at 1080p. I didn't know. I thought it was the stabilization in this or something. So I up-res the instead of going 1080p, I went to 4K. Worked. Stopped the flickering. So I brought it back, because I knew I was going to have trouble with the computer. So I brought it back to 2.7K. And that's the lowest it'll go before it goes to 1080p. Worked beautifully for about 1 week. And it fried the graphics card in the computer. So, oh no. And it's just totally, and it wouldn't access the graphics card. You couldn't even get, because I plug it into the TV, which is just here, and you couldn't even do that. Could do nothing with it. It was just going, oh, I don't want to work anymore. So we bit the bullet. I was going to have to do it anyway. It wasn't like it was a shock, but it was going on a downhill trajectory. And I thought, you know what? We're just going to go up. And what was it? JB Hi-Fi in Albury. And they've got a special on, and we got actually, it was quite good. We got was on a Father's Day special. So I got $600 off. Yes, result. Didn't expect it, but there it was. And it had everything I needed with a really red hot GeForce RTX, oh God, 4030 graphics card. And it really is it's a gaming computer. So it's going to handle the DaVinci Resolve, which is the editing program, and it will just do so. You can expect some solid videos out of it. Yeah, Trevor's actually come clean. Trevor's just telling me he's got COVID. Well, you need another injection, Trevor. Yes, another tawny port. If you can taste it, you haven't got COVID all that bad. So let me know. Have a swig and let me know if you can taste the port, because that's fairly strong stuff. Thought you might be on radio. That was Nick out. Yes. Yeah, I spent, what was it, from 1975. I count the Announcers Academy in Melbourne. Went to the Announcers Academy 75, 76, 77. Got my first job in 77, and I finished up in 2000, in June, July 2000, and did other things. You know, you can get to a point where you just burn out, and I did. And but we left Melbourne and came up here, and I did a whole bunch of voiceovering and all kinds of stuff when I was down there. Oh, we still chat, Mrs. Mac and me, about what we would have been doing if we were still in Melbourne. And you know, we came up here, we raised our kids, and guess where they are? Melbourne. Never mind. Now look, Brian said the GFX card is better than only having, yeah, it's not a NVIDIA. No, and it's not a 2080. It's a 40. What was it? A 4060, Marilyn? That card, the graphics card, the 4060. Oh God, she doesn't know either. Now it's I'm sure it is a 4060, but it's a red hot card. Yeah, Trevor's having a swig. Cheers, he says. Now it's Trevor Crawford. G'day, Frank. Love your videos. The man with the voice for radio and a face for radio as well. Oh dear, keep the chin. Look at the hairs falling out, and more hair. I pulled more hair out tonight, trying to get this damn computer to work. But it's been rolling along. Oh, Brian, I've got to tell you, Brian. You'll see the clock up here. Brian gave us this clock here. Now, normally it's over there at the back door. But what happened is the one we had here died. And we stupidly, well, no, it wasn't stupidly, because we got the clock and it looked beautiful. I can't actually show you that. Yes, I can. I'll have to move stuff, but I'll just hang on a sec. Move that out of the way. The things we do. All right, now let's see if we can get the other clock that's on the wall. There it is. You can see it right. Oh, I had it there. Hang on. There. And you can see, you can't really see the hands. And that was the problem with this clock, the green clock sitting just here. There. So Mrs. Mac decided she'd change it. And I've come out one morning and I've gone, oh, the clocks have changed. You've put that one there and the other one over there. She said, they've been like that for a week. There you go. I don't know. Now, oh, yeah, I was on, this is Brian again. Brian said you were on TV once, some telethon on Channel 4 in Albury. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was, I was working at 3NE in Wangaratta. And they had, what was it? I can't even remember what it was all about. But yeah, so we had this telethon and we all had these stupid T-shirts with the 3NE and 1566. And it was, you weren't allowed to say 1566. It was 1566. It was ordinary. But anyway, yeah, we were on, and they were yellow. Good. That was that had to be 79. Brian, you've got a very good memory. It's a long time ago. Earth was green. Dinosaurs were roaming all around the place. Trevor, Bruce Way would have been there too. Yeah, actually, Bruce was fantastic. Bruce took me under his wing, so to speak, because Bruce had been around for eons at 3NE, and he took me under his wing and taught me a heck of a lot about being a good person, but being on the radio as well. So yeah, people like he said to me after I left and I went off to Gippsland and then went into Melbourne, and I came back, and he'd left commercial radio by that stage, and he was doing a little show on oh god, what's the station, the commercial, the community station, Oak FM in Wangaratta. He was doing that, and he said to me, do you think I would have made it, as in he would have made it in Melbourne? And I said, yeah, because you could virtually talk the leg off an iron pot, and you have the personality that you do, you'd be very good on 3AW or even the ABC, but probably on 3AW. There's only one problem. And he said, what? And I said, you're too nice. Seriously, there's some sharks. Don't want to say too much because I'll get shot. But yeah, there's some fairly ordinary people that work in the media. And you know, I'm sort of glad I'm out of it anyway, because it's a very stressful area to be. But yeah, he was a nice guy. Ted Crawford, do you miss city life? Yeah, there's an energy in the city. Mrs. Mac and I often talk about that. Yeah, I was saying actually today when I was going up to Albury to get this computer, we got caught in traffic. Friday traffic in Albury, you know, the rush hour lasts about half an hour, if that. And I said I wouldn't be good in Melbourne today driving, because there's like 5 million people or something. And when I was there, it was about 1 million, seriously. And it it was fairly ordinary then, but today I'd take the train if I was going. I wouldn't be able to drive. I probably would, but it'd be very, very stressful driving down there in Melbourne. But I do miss it, and yeah, but too old and decrepit to go back now. Now let's have a look. What is this? Trivia. Bruce used to love playing my song. Oh yeah, Trevor does a lot of recording, and Bruce used to love playing his songs on Oak FM, and oh yeah, Bruce was a terrific bloke, and I still miss him because it's one of the nature's gentlemen. He was terrific. What's your favourite supermarket and why? Well, interesting. I don't think I got a favourite. Aldi, probably because they're cheap or cheapest. But they haven't got everything, And you can go into Woolies, and you can go into Coles and IGA, and you can still get bargains. I mean, there was the pie situation with Mrs. Mac. You're looking at $3.50 for a pie, for one of their microwave pies, and some of these other places they're charging $6, like Woolies. Next to their chooks, they've got $12 chooks, which are about this big, the size of quail, and they got pies there for $6, and they're just ordinary meat pies. So it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, so to speak. But you've got to go and have a look at all of them, and be frugal. That's what we're like. We won't like spend tons of money at a place that's just charging the earth for their stuff. Mind you, IGA is probably the most expensive of the lot, because they probably don't have the buying power of the big guys like Woolies and Coles and that. But then Aldi, for the stuff you need, like the basics, Aldi's pretty good. Yeah, I like we had tonight. We had hamburgers again. You probably, I think, did you see that? Yeah, we did buy them on video, or we got them on video, and 4 of them, and they were $6 something. The standard hamburger was $6 for 4. The Wagyu was $7, so we got the cheaper one. And they're really good. You read the ingredients, and there's a lot of good stuff in there. And what we did do, we got. I'll dive off to the fridge and show you what we got. It's really not good for you, but it tastes nice. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, there it is. This is something that we got. This is something we got from Aldi, and I'll hold it up to the camera. There you go. It's magnificent, totally banging burger sauce. There it is, and it's 365 grams. That's it there. And I'll tell you what it tastes like in a second. I'll just put it back in the fridge, or I'll get shot. Why not? Yes. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, yeah, that sauce, the totally banging sauce, you can get it at Aldi, and there's about 2 or 3 different varieties of it. But it tastes exactly, that one tastes exactly like McDonald's Big Mac sauce. As soon as you taste it, you go, that's Big Mac. So if you like Big Mac, or like a Big Mac, you can do your own burger and squirt that on. There you go. I mean, it's crazy, but we enjoyed that tonight. It is not something I would get again because it does have a lot of numbers, a lot of emulsifiers and all kinds of stuff in it. But, just once, it's not going to be a bad thing. But if you had it every week, or, like you were just eating it all the time, that could do you in. I don't know. But it just had too many numbers for my liking. Now, Rasputin. Okay. What made you decide to make shopping and food content, Frank? Have you thought about expanding to other types of content? Lots of love from Brizzy. Hey, Brisbane. Yes. Nice and warm up there. It was raining and it was sunshine, rain here today. And you didn't know whether to have the air conditioner on or when we were driving up. It was just, we had to go up to Albury from here to get this thing. But yeah, it was kind of interesting. My other brother-in-law, Robert, said to me, look, you're going to hit on something one day. I'm getting like 40 views a week and that kind of thing. Just doing an everyday sort of vlog, and we were doing chainsawing and I knew really what I had to do if I wanted to get views. I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's just do it. And so it happened. But I didn't know about shopping and food. And I thought, oh, well, I'll do a food one. And that went off. And I thought, okay, well, we'll do a shopping one. And that went like that. Okay. And I was watching one guy, and he was just this old Dero fella, and he hooked his camera onto the front of the trolley, and it was looking back towards him, sort of the way you're looking at me now, and I'd be pushing the trolley. And he got 500 views in a week, and I've gone, bloody hell, So, all right, okay, if that's the way you want to do it. So I did a walk through a supermarket, just holding the thing like that, and nobody even bothered to look at me. And that was before I blanked off the front of it, and you could actually see yourself. If I was walking towards you could see yourself. Anyway, did that, and it took off. I got within a day, I got a couple of hundred views. I thought, oh yes, all right then. So we'll continue with that. But I thought we need to maybe do a little bit more, like talk. So we did, and Mrs. Mac decided she was going to push the trolley, and we'll have the thing in front of her. And it's before I got this clip-on clamp too. It was just a selfie stick shoved down into the trolley. That's all it was. So we did that, and so we decided to do what we do and chat about what we're buying. Not sort of leaning towards, I want to do something special for a certain sponsor or anything like that. It was just like, this is what we get. And then we saw that meat with the water in it. And admittedly, it's corn silverside, which is a little bit slushier than, say, a brisket or whatever, but it was really bad. It was shocking. And Mrs. Mac said it shouldn't be that way. And I did the thumbnail with the title, "You want some meat with your water?" And that is still going. That has actually hit something like 47,000 views. It's crazy. But that kicked us up, and we were just been continuing. And now we're within a bull's roar of getting 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. I never thought in a million years that, we'd be anywhere near it. I mean, okay, it's not as big as some people. I know there's some a couple of the guys I follow is Grego, from Greg's Kitchen, and two Aussie, and they hit like within 15 minutes he can have 2,000 views. That's pretty good. I don't think we'll ever get anywhere near that, but it's just nice to be sort of in that ballpark and have people comment like you do when I do the videos. It's nice to have people saying, "Oh yeah, we like that," and follow you just because you're doing what you're doing. Is terrific. Now I've got to have a look here. Let's have. Oh, gee, hang on. 35 tomorrow in Brizzy. Don't mind. 35. Stink. Well, what we were flat out getting. Hang on, I'll tell you. So I've got my trusty bomb, the Bureau of Meteorology. Yeah, we're expecting 19 tomorrow. After an overnight low, I don't think you can see that it's too bright. It's 14 right now. Oh, no, hang on. 9.6. Oh, jeez. Yeah, 8 degrees overnight and a high of 17. And we're still got a bit more rain to come too. Never mind. Now, Rasputin says, great choice, though. I think it's your personality. You could probably do anything. Oh, thanks. What are you trying to say? No, I know, but you get after years and years and years of doing a certain thing, like being on a radio and all that, you're quite comfortable. Just there's a microphone there, so I'm going to talk at it, I mean, if someone was standing over there looking at me now, I'm like, what is he doing? Yeah. It's just that you have that connection. And it's a practiced thing. That's the only way I can. It's probably a stupid way of saying it, but it's all I can do. Well, you should do the weather update with your radio voice. Oh, okay. A weather update. I don't know. I will try. Actually, I will. I'll do one. Hang on. So I think there's a no. I tell you what, these government websites, they're shocking, aren't they? Here we go. We'll give it a shot. No. I can't even get a forecast out of this thing. God almighty. No. Tomorrow, overnight low of 8 and a high of 17, 3 millimeters of rain. Sunday, overnight of 7, high of 18. So it's like carbon copy of each other. So that's what the weekend's going to be like. But if you want a nice day, go to Brisbane. 35 degrees. Lovely. I'd love 35. We will get it eventually. We will get it eventually. I mean, it'll come. It really will. But yes, it's too expensive nowadays. Try the discount foods. Yeah, well, we do go into that's. Oh God, I got no idea how you pronounce your name, sir. SNXGUR. It's probably very easy, but I'm just a dumb radio jock. But discount food stores, yeah. Well, we've got the reject shop, and interesting that the reject shop. We've done a couple of videos in the reject shop, and the reject shop can be undercut by Aldi, believe it or not, because they do sell similar products. There's the pouches of rice that you can get, and they have rice there for like $2.50, and Aldi have the same pouches, or an Aldi brand, for $2. So they you've got to mix and match. As I said, you've got to have a look. When you're going shopping, it can be really stressful because you're going right through all of them, which we don't every week, but you can do that, and you can mix and match and get what you want. But God, it's hard doing that all the time. And Aldi is just easy because for us it's a straight drive to Wodonga. You pull into Aldi and you get basically what you need. And if you want anything else, you can always shoot over to Coles or to Woolies, and the Coles really, which are right across the road, and get that. But basically, it's Aldi for us, which is. How are you going, Trev? Are you still drinking that tawny port, or have you gone to bed yet? Now, Mark Lacey, love your show. Only been watching for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Well, thanks, Mark. The YouTube algorithm put you up as recommended, maybe because we also watch. Yeah. See, Grego and Gary, to Aussie. But where I see that too when I'm doing the analytics for the thing, and I see that they are sort of recommended for me. And that's fine. That's fine. I mean, I was watching 2 Aussie the other day, and he was in his kitchen. He was in his kitchen. He was at the kitchen table. Like I stand in the kitchen over there with a camera and tripod. But he had exactly the same plate as me. And I'm going, you got it from what, Target, I think it was. It'd be a Target plate. And I only picked that plate because there's another guy in England called the Bald Foodie Guy, and he put his stuff on a plate with a lip right around, and I thought, gee, that's a nice plate. And Mrs. Mac and I were walking through Kmart in Wodonga, and I saw the exact same plate, and I went, I want one of them. We bought 2, and I don't think we've ever used them to eat from here at the table, but we've got them in the cupboard, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to put the tenders on and the pies and everything because it looks good. It's a nice big white plate, and so we used that. But yeah, it seems to be doing the rounds. So Kmart's doing well. I think even Grego's got one. He did something recently. He was holding a plate in his hands. It's very similar. But I mean, they're only like a $2 plate. They're not like super expensive. Now, Trevor, still here, just finished a bit of tawny port, a good drop. Can you taste it, Trevor? Because Trevor reckons he's got COVID. Now, if you can taste it, Dr. Frank here, if you can still taste it, you probably haven't got a real bad dose of COVID. Now, Wazza. G'day, Frank. Matt and Tracy from Rosebud in Victoria, down near Frankganistan. I used to spruik at the Bay City Plaza in Frankston a long time ago. There are 2 Bay City plazas. There's one in Frankston, and on the other side of Port Phillip Bay at Ardeer, I think it is. There's a Bay City Plaza there too. And there could even, I'm not quite sure what the one in Geelong's called. But I was spruiking for Man-to-Man Menswear and the Jewelers, which was Breville's. I don't think they're in business anymore. Wasn't my fault. But Breville's the Jewelers. Yeah, I used to work my backside off down there. So I'm sort of glad to be like retired and in the country. Now, hang on. Trevor says, yeah, I think this COVID is just a mild one. So it can You can taste the port. That's all right. As long as you can taste the port, it doesn't matter. You can have COVID, but as long as you haven't lost your taste. Now, Aiden and Aiden Chase, somebody and Dad. It's Liat and Dad. True Blue Country Aussie with radio voice. Love the vids. Have you ever been on radio? Oh yeah, a little bit. I think we were just talking before you came on. Yeah, yeah. Done a little bit of that. What was it? About 30 years of it. So we're not doing it anymore. We've had enough. I was thinking of Trevor said, "Thanks, Frank. I'm feeling better already. Good." Hang on. Wazza says, "You certainly have our eyeballs on your show. Well done, all of you." Well, thank you. Mrs. Max says, "Thank you too." Don't you? Oh, she's got the headphones. She's around the corner there. She's on the computer. This is what we do at night time. I got the computer over here, and I'm doing like video editing. She's over there. And actually, she's got a merch store that she's working on. And soon, not now, but soon I'm going to do it in the comments below. Or in the pin comment thing, that I'm going to put her stuff there so you can actually click on her stuff and have a look. It's not super expensive, but it's more expensive than Kmart. Like T-shirts, and you can get shower curtains and rugs and stickers and all kinds of things. But that's in the future for that. That's what she's working on right now. Crazy. We're both sort of retired, and we don't want to just stick our feet up and do nothing. We, want to keep on going. I want to keep on drinking. I shouldn't. What time is it? It's 9:15. God. And now, Trevor, you don't have to go to work tomorrow, do you? You can. No, it's Saturday. Oh, I don't know, because Trevor is a community driver and drives the oldies to their doctor's appointments and shopping and so on and so forth. So you probably don't have to. And seeing as you've got COVID, Trev, even though you can taste the port, seeing as you've got COVID, I wouldn't be going and driving. Mind you, they probably wouldn't care. Has anybody else felt when you go out shopping and you're in with everybody else and everybody's commingling and everything, and you get back home, do you feel like, oh, I feel so bad? And the next day you just feel like really not well? It's been like that every time we go out, and the next day we're just sort of low. And I don't know whether people are exuding long COVID or whatever, but it's not enough to make you really sick. But you just don't want to get out of bed. Maybe it's just me. But Mrs. Mac and I feel that I don't know. There's something going on. And now with the bird flu, don't even start me on that. No, hang on. What is this? River Danube. It's odd, but it might improve. Summer is coming. It's odd. Okay. Well, yeah. I can't wait for summer, because winter has just been so cold. And because I've lost all this weight. 30 years of sitting on your backside in a little room talking to yourself, and you tend to put on a little pud. I put on, I lost 13 kilos. It's about 30 pounds. It fell off because I do a lot of walking. One of the videos I was doing that only got like 10 views, I was doing a lot of walking, and I was doing In some weeks, I was doing up to 80 kilometers a week. I know that sounds a lot, but that's what I was doing. And having random fast days as well. Had a random fast day yesterday. I made it to 5 o'clock. I had to have something. But yes, I didn't have breakfast, didn't have lunch. If you just don't have breakfast and you have lunch, you're still working on a 16-hour fast. If you stop eating anything, say at 7 o'clock at night, and you come round to 12 o'clock the next day, there's a good 16 hours that you haven't eaten something. So if you just miss out breakfast, but check with your doctor first before you do it, because you don't want to be falling over in a dead faint, or especially if you're driving. It'll be the worst thing. Now, Trevor, no work tomorrow and neither next week. I'll be doing COVID rat. Is it a rat test? Oh my God. From time to time in the hope I become negative. Well, we're going to send you negative vibes, Trev. Negative vibes right now. Oh my God. What, I've got another commercial. It is new details on Jack Smith's latest Trump case filing. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, well, we're waiting for that. Yeah. I mean, that's incredible. The state of affairs in the United States is just unbelievable. I don't even want to go there, really. Well, there we go. Look, I'm going to end this because I only just dived on to see if anyone was around and to see how this thing worked, and it's working, and that's terrific. Mark says, "How long have you been retired?" Actually, I've only been retired for 5 years, and but you've got to do something. You can't sit on your backside. I'm just not that type of guy. Have a nice night, and nice to hear from you. Well, thank you, River, and Chris O. Now, he was my science teacher, Chris O, at Middle Park Central School, long time ago in Melbourne. Chris O, the science teacher. He's Chris O, evening Frank from Queensland. Yeah, I know you're expecting 35 degrees tomorrow. How dare you? Anyway, folks, thanks very much for being there and watching our videos too. I really appreciate you. And I'll do my best to get one up for this weekend. It probably won't be a shopping video because the shopping video that we did was absolutely destroyed by the computer exploding. So we'll do a food review. We'll get another one up this coming week, or actually hopefully on the weekend. Now that I've got this up and pumping, and I've got DaVinci Resolve downloaded, so we'll be able to do that. Now, Trevor, we have to go live together with you some night, maybe during daylight saving. Okay, Trevor, I'll come down to your place, or you can come up here. We'll work it out. He said it was great to see you live tonight, Frank. It was great to know you're alive, Trevor, and have another slug of tawny port. Thanks, folks, and we'll catch you soon. We'll go live again. It'll be fantastic, and thanks for being there. I really appreciate it.